remember that day when I was in college and a kid on the road called me out, "Uncle, what's the time?" And I was, happy means I was in cloud nine. I just got promoted from Dada to uncle. I felt like I have grown up finally. And that feeling, emotion stayed with me for a long, long time. Fast forward that about 20 or 25 years. Nowadays, when college going kids, college going boys and girls call me out, "Uncle," I get angry as if my blood boils over. And I know that I am growing old. Of course, in my heart of my heart, I will never admit that. I still think of myself as a boy, not a man, and not even a middle-aged man. Any person, any man above 40 must have experienced both these feelings. When you got promoted to uncle, at this point of time, when you are angry about being an uncle. When we are hitting this stage of our lives, when we are crossing 40, when we are hitting this midlife crisis, we are usually faced with these three questions. Is this all? What have I got in my life? What is lying ahead? And now to tackle these three questions, this crisis, we need to again take 3 steps. 1, just look back into your life and see how far have you come. 2, look ahead and see where can you go. And importantly, most importantly, the third question, is that enough? Now it is up to you to decide what to do with your life. Now the question is, how do we implement these 3 steps? It's very easy to say, but a little tricky to implement, but we can do it. Now, first, you have to start with a notebook and pen, or at least a fresh piece of paper. You have to think on paper. Think in writing. Just thinking won't do. You will keep on forgetting things. On a piece of paper or on your notebook, write down where you have been in different stages and different ages of your life in the past. You could write down as, where were you? Your life was like at the age of 10, then maybe at 20, then 30, then 40. Or maybe you could be considering the gaps or intervals of 5 years and just note down, maybe in 2 or 3 words, what were you doing? How your life was at that exact point, up to this point of time. And if you look back, you will realize you have done pretty well. Because when you started your career, maybe around 20 or 25 years of age, you were at just zero money, zero skills, zero experiences, zero contacts. By the term zero money means not the amount of money in your pocket, but the contacts that you have, the amount of money that would roll through your hands. Now everything was zero, and right today, after you have crossed 40, and now wherever you are, how far have you come? The experiences that you have, the skills that you have gathered, the realizations that you have, the contacts of the people that you have established with, the amount of money that goes through your hands, that transacts through your hands, how far have you come? And just give yourself a pat on the back, because no one else will, because you have done pretty well. Celebrate that for a moment. Then again, stop and look forward. Again, you could just write down on that piece of paper, if things go on exactly the way where will you be? So 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and so on. And calculate or try to find out and try to write down at least up to 80 or 90 years of age. And see, at this present time, none of us will die before at least 90. At least 80 to 90 would be our active age. We will remain the way we are. In fact, if you look around, the way medical sciences are advanced, there are 80 years old people who are still smoking, driving, or riding around. Now, by the time we reach there, our life expectancies will grow, we will live longer, and we will live healthier. What are your plans from this age to at least 8? If you are even 50 now, you have got 30 whole years in your hand. Along with all these experiences, contacts, the transactions, the amount of money, the skills, the realizations that you have, how far can you go? What can you do? That is one. And then third point is even more important. Just pause and think, will that be enough? Will you be satisfied with the life that will be there when you reach 80? Or do you have some other dream? Now, if we are thinking about dreams, you will realize that we had dreams in our childhood. As we grew, as we matured, our dreams kept on changing. And we had dreams for ourselves hardly up to 20 or 25 years of age. Since then, all our dreams had converted into dreams for others, for our family, for maybe our kids, for our partners, for our next generation, for our employees, for our other people. It's not about us anymore. But I would request you to stop and start thinking and start rekindling your dreams again, or have new dreams when you are writing down on the piece of paper, looking at your life forward at the age of 80, and start creating new dreams. And that is not selfish, because if you develop yourself, your relationships will develop. People around you will benefit more. Your kids, your partners, your relatives, your employees will benefit more from you. Your co-workers, your colleagues, your boss, if you are in a job, or your clients, if you are in any profession, they will benefit more. It's about you as well as it's about others. If you develop yourself more, they will benefit more. And then you consider it how to go ahead about your new dream. You will have a new purpose to live. And there is one more thing, one more practice to set your mind. I would request you to listen to The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale every morning. If you keep on listening to that audio every morning for 30 days, your life will never be the same again.